Okay, this video is on writing with attention to detail. It's your final one. You made it. You're almost done. So the goal is you'll be able to write a professional looking email. So there's some tips I want to talk to you about. At the same time, I just want to remind you of some of the things as we move to the end of a unit and are starting another one. Kind of keep these in your mind, this idea of I expect you to be responsible. And I'm reminding you because I've seen it. So it's a compliment to all of you. Take responsibility for what you're doing in class. Show respect for me, for the space, for other people. Avoid distractions that are going to hold you back. So be off your device, get your stuff done first, always. Number 4, be good people. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what makes my job fun. Makes me want to come to work every day. So thank you. Believe in your ability to do things. You are doing not super hard things right now, but you're doing different things and doing it in a different way maybe than you're used to. So be proud of yourself for that and keep doing that. And be open to others. As I've said before, that's the cool thing about Cooper. We are all very different. And that's what makes it exciting and fun, is that I learn about other people, other cultures. I would ask you to be open to doing some of that as well. Okay, enough on that. So what makes an email professional? Check out these 3 things that do not look professional for people. Let me scoop myself up here. In a workplace or in a signage, right? So the first one, we remember all who have served hot breakfast. That's not what they mean. They're missing some punctuation. They wanted to post something for veterans. We remember all who have served, period. Jason also serves hot breakfast. So they need to change that spacing or put some punctuation in there, right? Check out the second one. Let's eat, kids. Let's eat, kids. Like, we're not eating children. We're telling the children, hey, it's time to eat. That comma makes a big difference. It's the same thing in your emails. And then just be careful when you're typing that you have the words you want. Right lane must, right left. Someone didn't edit this before they printed the sign. Now they have it up and it looks bad. Okay, so I don't want that for you in your emails when you are sending them. So what kind of stuff makes it professional looking? And why is it important? Well, it's more efficient. If you say exactly what you need clearly, you're more likely to get what you want. People will treat you more professionally and respond to you in kind if that's how you treat them. And you can speak for yourself and be your own advocate in print and accomplish more. So there's lots of reasons to do that. So the first one, there's about, I think, 8 tips. Consider your audience. Think about who you're speaking to. If you were speaking to, it's not a text, right? It's not like you're texting your friends. You're not on Snapchat. You're not on Instagram. So have an appropriate tone. Tone makes a difference. It's how you sound. And in print, it's tough. It's tough to capture a professional tone. So you want to have things spelled correctly. You don't want it super informal. Your style should be fitting for what you're asking. If you're emailing a teacher, it's very different than if you are texting a friend. Keep that in mind. Then remember your audience. Like, teachers get a ton of emails. I tell you that all the time. So the best thing you can do is kind of help your teachers narrow it down by filling in that subject line. So for example, put the section or the hour, that helps narrow it down. Put the topic, or like, what is this about? What is this email about? It'll help your teacher respond appropriately and quickly. That's part of that efficiency. So that example is put your hour 7, unit 0, lesson 3. Then mentally the reader can get ready for, okay, what are they looking for? Tip 3, include a greeting that's just professional. So any of these would be appropriate, okay? Dear Miss E, Dear Miss E, hello, Miss Eisfelder, if you can tackle the whole name. If not, for me, Miss E is okay. Or good morning, Miss E, that's fine too. Tip 4, I know I do this with my family when I text them. Avoid using all caps and tons of punctuation. Okay, it looks like you're screaming if you have all caps. That's the way it comes off in print. Also, looks like you're yelling when you have too much punctuation, and you don't mean that. And it's too much. It's too much and people don't need it. And it sends a wrong tone, so that's where you have to be careful, because you're not face-to-face and people can't see your body language, hear anything. They're completely relying on the words that you're using. Let's see here. Where's this one? Tip 5. Be clear and be specific. And those are bad examples that I have crossed out, okay? Saying, I don't get it, I'm confused, I need help. I understand that, but that's not specific enough for me. I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, I'm sorry. I want to help you. Like, I don't know what else to say to you when you send something like that. So I'll move off that little graphic if you want to see that. But a better example is to just say, hey, I'm confused about Unit 0, Lesson 4. I don't know what an assertion is. How do I write this? How do I write about the poem? Be specific about what you're asking, and you're much more likely to get a better, appropriate response from your audience. Tip 6, allow time for the response. Believe it or not, we have responsibilities, we have lives, and so give us 24 hours to respond back to you. It's not that we're ignoring you, but we have lots of people sending us stuff, so give your audience some time to get back to you. Tip 7, please proofread it. Spell check it, make corrections. That's why we went through that activity in the Google Doc about how, it can check and the squiggly red line is bad. That means there's an error. When you're sending something to someone, try to spell it correctly. Okay, so for example, my last name. If you're not sure and you don't know where it is and how to spell it correctly, that's why you are allowed to use Ms. E. Because I'd rather that than you spell it wrong. Because then it just gets in your head wrong. That's the same thing with me. I'm trying to learn your names so I can pronounce them correctly because I want to show you respect. This is also respectful, is to try to get it spelled correctly. Last thing, tip 8. Include a signature and a closing. So thank you and your name, amazing student. Sincerely, favorite student, put your name. See you tomorrow and your name. So your name is the signature part. You're not signing it, but you're letting us know who it's from. And you're also just letting us know it's done by saying thank you, sincerely, I appreciate your help, whatever. Okay? So good luck getting this last piece done, and let me know if you have questions.